A house like this in North London costs a fair bit, a record amount if you're one landlord. Converting it into 12 flats has left Salah Ali paying £1.4 million in fines, the amount he's accused of making in rent, despite never having planning permission. Inside, the council found conditions they decided were bad enough to take him to court.
The tenants were very vulnerable people on low incomes, and it's just not right that they should be living in such squalid accommodation.
When we visited, nobody would answer the door, though it did look like someone was still living there.
Do you want to do a quick interview?
And after a couple of hours, Mr. Ali's sons arrived to check who we were, and happy the record fine was making headlines.
Well, Mr. Ali's sons didn't want us to film them, but they did want us to make the point that they believe this fine is far too much and far more than the rent they ever made on this property. What's more, they argue that when their father bought the house, it was already partly converted into flats, and they say they did try to apply for planning permission to set that right.
And at the house, we asked one planning consultant to give his opinion on the way it's been converted.
Do you think it's that bad?
I don't.
He believes using planning law this strictly only means fewer homes for everyone.
I think it's planning blight, really. How are we going to get this property back into use? I think we should see people who are looking after these properties, who own these properties, as farmers, not burglars, but they need to be, negotiated with.
For Mr. Ali, the negotiations are over. He now has 6 months to return these flats to a home, pay his fine and legal fees, or face 10 years in jail. Paul Brand's London Tonight in Willesden.